Hey tennis friends, I'm here at the La Costa Resort and Spa in Carlsbad, California for a preview of this year's Mercury Insurance Open. Today is the final round of the pre-qualifying event. That's right, it's a qualifying event in order to get into the qualifying. And today is the final round, and in the finals is a tennis friend who I met last November right here on groundspass.net. Now let's go inside and check out the action. Again, this is the final of the pre-qualifying tournament. Receiving in the far court is someone who we met last November right here on groundspass.net when she won the La Habra Open Singles Championship. A recent graduate of University of North Carolina and currently a Los Angeles resident, Jelena Durasic. In the near court is a former top U.S. junior who will be playing her senior year at Pepperdine this fall. From Corona, California, now serving is Ariana Kolfer. After a changeover, Jelena Durasic will now serve to Ariana Kolfer. Oh, that was a tough fall, and unfortunately, Ariana had to retire from the match. I'm here right now with the winner of that match, Jelena Durasic. Now, Jelena, no one likes to win a match because of retirement injury, and especially that looked like a pretty bad one out there.
Yeah.
But you did make it through, and you're into the qualifying rounds.
Yes. I mean, I feel bad for Ariana. She started off really well, and I was really nervous. And then, unfortunately, it was 2-1 in the first set, and so it was just the beginning of the match, and I heard a scream, and she fell. So I hope she's well, and it's not like a severe injury to the knee because I've been in that position before. So hopefully, I wish her a quick recovery, and congratulations on her tournament.
I've done a little bit of research on you, and you've done a lot of traveling lately in some of the tournaments. How tough is it to do? Because when you're in college, you're traveling around your section most of the time.
Yeah.
But now you're doing traveling all over. How tough is it to keep up that pace?
I actually prefer traveling. I'm one of those people who's not very homesick, so I hope my mom doesn't hear this. Yeah, I like to travel. It doesn't bother me. The hotels, obviously sometimes you're gonna have great hotels, and sometimes they're pretty, not so good. So for me, it doesn't really affect me too much. What affects me more is probably like the physical part of it, like when you're on the court and you have to adjust like the time zones. Because I've been to Europe and I come back and I have to play a tournament, then you have to go down to South America. So I think the jet lag is a little bit of a factor, and obviously like changing surfaces, changing conditions. But in general, I'm like a big fan of traveling, and obviously you get to see the world when you're playing tennis. So I mean, it's a good experience.
I met you at the end of last year at a tournament out there in La Habra, and you had just graduated from UNC, University of North Carolina. And you said you were going to try the challengers and stuff like that to try to get into tournaments like this, which you've done today, got into the qualifying. How has that been the last year? Because you were a really high-rated player when you were in college, but then now you're going into the futures and challengers. What's it like?
It's definitely different because you're basically playing for yourself and not the team, and you have to get used to competing day in and day out. There is no like 1 or 2 matches and then you have a break. It's basically every day grinding and fighting for points and fighting for the next best spot and rankings. It's taken a little bit of adjustment. I think I'm getting there a little bit better. I've had some ups and downs, but hopefully this is going to be an opportunity for me to see how I do against the top-ranked players, especially in this such a good tournament like La Costa. So I'm excited. It's a grind. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. I mean, I try to be positive, and you have to be mentally tough, and you have to be fit, and that's what I've been trying to improve the most in this past year.
Well, you made it through the pre-qualifying draw. You're going to go right into the qualifying. How are you feeling about your gameplay?
I definitely need to tweak a couple of things and work on my consistency and my movement. So today and tomorrow I'm probably going to use the time to just, try to tune in as much as I can for Saturday. And I'm just going to go on Saturday and enjoy myself because obviously I have no pressure on me, and these girls are a lot more higher ranked than I am. So I mean, we'll see. I think I can. I think I have the game if I play relaxed and if I fight. So.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's got to be tough to come out of college and then start playing the ITF circuit and the challengers and futures in order to try to get into something like the Mercury Insurance Open. Right now, I'm in the sponsor village, and as you can see, they still have the chairs stacked up and everything, and there's construction crew over there putting the final touches together. Now, by the time you see this report, this will all be done. It'll all be pristine, and it'll all be ready for you to come on down. I'm here right now on center court with tournament director Steve Simon. Now, Steve, you're the tournament director for Indian Wells, and now you guys have taken over the Mercury Insurance Open.
Yeah, we're real excited to be here. This will be our first year here in Carlsbad with the Mercury Insurance Open, and it's an event we feel has a tremendous amount of potential, and we're very, very excited to be here.
Now, the temperatures here are actually a little cooler than you're used to when you get out there in the desert, aren't they?
Yeah, we've told all the volunteers and staff and everybody here that we don't want to hear anything or any complaints about temperature out here. It's about 117 in the desert right now. I think it's gotten to a high of about 75 here over the last 2 weeks, so it's gorgeous.
And what's the forecast for the tournament?
Southern California weather, Carlsbad weather all next week, so I think highs of 75 to 78 and maybe a little marine layer in the morning, but it's going to be gorgeous.
Steve Simon has made some big improvements at this tournament, and that's why I encourage you now to get online at mercuryinsuranceopen.com and get your tickets and get down to this tournament now. The biggest improvement, in my opinion, is the main corridor that you came in that was between the practice courts used to have double blocking on all the fences. Well, no more. As you can see behind me, it's wide open so you can stand on the baseline and watch some of your favorite players practice. Well, that wraps up my preview of the Mercury Insurance Open. I'll see you next time with more tennis outside the lines.